Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 12th round of Season 15 in Division 2. My name is Endler Phoenix 1. I'll be taking you through the action in tonight's season finale together with Jonathan. Welcome!
Hello, it's good to be here. A lot on the line tonight.
You could definitely say that. I mean, a three-way title decider here in Division 2. Of course, a week later than it was originally planned, scheduled. Very simple reason being the Champions League last day of the league phase, which was quite a big deal with 36 teams playing at once. Quite a few people would have been wanting to watch that, so we decided why not just move the race back by a week so that everyone is available and we can have a nice season finale and no one's going to have to decide between racing today and watching the Champions League matches. Also has a nice side effect that both Jonathan and me are actually available. We couldn't have made it last week. So we actually have a stream for this almighty title decider. I mean, we have a three-way title decider going into the last race of the season in Brazil. That is the absolute dream. Oh, I'm reading a wet race.
Ooh.
Gabby is saying it's raining. Dylan is very happy, so Sean. 90% after 30 minutes.
Fucking hell.
That is some heavy rain. That's interesting.
That would have been red flag 30 minutes before. In real life.
Yeah, I mean the way the rain percentages work in the game is the higher the number, the more rain you get. It's not a chance. It's the number of rain I was about to say, but you get what I mean. The intensity. So 90% rain, it's gonna be pissing it down. And we're starting in the dry. I'm reading as well, so that could be interesting.
So what you're saying is nothing matters apart from the final lap.
We've been here before, haven't we? I mean,
P16 starting the final lap and still win the race.
I mean, at least Sean is no longer in title contention, and well, Kuku is here. Maybe he will take well, he can't take revenge.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. But what a title decider we are in for now. A three-way title battle between Sully, Gabri, and PC Woody with rain on the way. I am so excited for this one. So, the situation in the driver's standings. Sully leads on 161 points. Gabri is 8 points behind that on 153, and PC Woody on 146 in third, 15 behind Sully and 7 behind Gabri. So PC Woody has outcalled an outside shot. Gabri, well, what he needs to do essentially is win the race while Sully finishes third or lower. And PC Woody, if he wins the race and Gabri finishes second, he'd already be tied with Gabri. So it's not impossible for him either. All PC Woody really needs for a very realistic chance is for Sully to have a bad race, so he can gain 15 points on Sully. So yeah, if PC Woody wins the race, he needs Sully finishing 5th or lower.
You say it's 8 points between Sully and Gabri.
Yep, 8 points.
And would Sully win on countback if Gabri got fastest lap?
Currently Sully has 2 wins and Gabri has 2. So if Gabri wins the fastest lap, he would have a third win and would on countback. But worth mentioning though, PC Woody has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. So in any sort of tie scenario, PC Woody wins.
Having 5 wins and being third is kind of crazy, but that just shows the lack of attendance.
Yeah, he's missed quite a few races, which has cost him the season, like, massively. But every time he's there, he's maximized the result. Seems to pretty much always win the duel on the line. I don't think I've ever seen him, like, run away with a race, which on F1 24, I don't think I've seen anyone do, apart from, like, Kart Racer.
He just gets it done when it matters.
Yeah. Always wins the DRS games at the end, it seems like. So yeah, first lap's coming in, we've got Dylan with an 8.3, Flavors with a 15.4, that's interesting.
Slightly off the pace.
Ever so slightly. Always with a 8.601. First to title contenders, he comes solely over the line, a 108.155. It's interesting actually how long people stayed in the pit lane. I think some guys might have been looking for a wet setup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these laps are probably going to be slower.
Yeah, they seem a lot slower than, like, in Division 1 we were well into the low 107s, and usually Division 2 is not much slower than Division 1, if they're even slower at all. For example, in Imola, Gabri was faster than anyone was in Division 1. So this is unusual. So yeah, it could indeed be that people are running wet setups.
Has Gabri won a race that was streamed yet?
Surely.
I feel like you mentioned it a while ago that he hadn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was like exaggerating because he's won twice this season. One of them must have been streamed, surely. Round 3 and round 9.
I know one of them wasn't.
Yeah, Spa wasn't, I know that much. He won Monaco, which I definitely streamed, so yeah.
There we go. Well done, Gabri. Desi is... Well, there's probably others as well finishing up, but Desi's finishing up.
Yeah, I'm currently on board with Sean, as he comes around the final corner here. And he's gonna go fastest, actually. That is unusual for Sean Will. Usually he picks it up on the race after qualifying about 9th.
Desi P4. But then he gets done by Aussie Dry, who goes to P3.
PC really on his first lap, and I'm seeing a Senna helmet on his car as well. Well, not on his car, on him. Well, isn't this Senna helmet? I can't tell. Is there a Senna helmet in the game? Because the thing is, my onboard doesn't show the helmet. I have to like look at it from the TV cam. 51.9 middle sector, that's purple. So PC only on what looks to be quite a good lap. Of course the purple in this game not working perfectly sometimes. Getting a bit of a toe up ahead from McLaren as well. And over the line for PC, that is a 108.160, 5 thousandths of a second behind Sully, and DC Rival goes fastest, 108.046.
My game broken, like I don't get the notification when someone goes fast, I actually have to look at the left side.
Pause and unpause your game.
Okay.
That usually fixes it. And then you get them like all coming through at once. At least that's how it should happen normally. Like you pause the game, unpause, and then all the notifications you've missed come through at the top.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
No.
Ah, then it is not fixed. RIP. We've got Kuku coming up to the line, and he's gonna go fastest, 107.735. Kuku is well and truly back, it seems, and that's a pretty good margin as well to P2 and DC Rival. Almost, no, more than 3/10 actually, between Kuku and Rival. If we have a quick look at the, at the gap to leader. Very good job. Because Kuku has not been racing much this season. He's been, well, he swapped himself to reserve after a couple of races. I think he was in the V Cup to begin with. But now, at the end of the season, he's back. Not a reserve appearance. And for next season, he'll be back in the main seat. So our season 14 champion, our reigning champion still, for a couple more hours. He's gonna be back full-time next season.
Yeah, and you cannot forget he won that championship.
Yeah, you forget Kuku is still your reigning champion because he hasn't been, like, he's been terrible this season, but yeah, on this game still, he was one of the fastest guys in the division and then just stopped playing completely, it seems like, and lost all pace, but he's back. We've got Gabri coming up over the hill and down to the line. And that is a 108.027 second position for Gabri. With Sully in 5th and PC Willy in 6th, this is looking quite good for him at the moment. He would definitely like this. An Italian 1-2 also, with Kuka and Gabri.
If the race ended like this, what would happen?
Sully would be champion, I think, right? Yeah, because Gabri
It would
is
be based
second.
on P2s.
Oh yeah, it would go down. It would go down to count back on P2s. Which who's got more P2s? So Sully has got 1, 2 P2s. Gabri has got 1, 2, 3 P2s.
So Gabri would win on countback, no matter what the scenario.
Yeah, I think so. At least I can't currently think of a scenario. Because yeah, they're tied on wins. And obviously the only way Sully can overcome that is by winning himself, which then will be tie. And Gabri's ahead on P2s, which... yeah. So yeah, absolutely no way that if there's a tie between PC Bully and anyone else, it's PC Bully winning. If there's a tie between Gabri and Sully, it's Gabri winning. Action Rick retiring in the pit lane, he's not going to put another lap in. Sully though, he is on none here, is not finishing this lap, interesting. Dylan coming up the back of the Alpines, and that's his lap ruined, that's unfortunate. Getting blocked by Lanky Brown there. Who now goes off into the grass to let people through. Ossie over the line and jumps into second place. 2.5 tenths gain, goes from 9th to 2nd. The second driver in the 107s. PC Bully and Sully both starting laps. Right behind the PC Bully, just coming from the Sentinels, and now Sully as well. Two of our title contenders, and they've both been here for such a long time in this league. Ever since, I think they both joined on F1 2019, might have been even earlier.
Wow. Reaching UNC status in F1.
I think they are firmly in UNC status at this point. And Sully coming out from the back of the Haas of Flavors, I believe that will be. Boy lets him through. Could be Kuku as well, I'm not sure. So, PC Bully, let's see, what's the Sector 2 split time? He's currently P7, so he will definitely need to find an improvement here. And he is, look at that, almost 4 tenths gained. Sully 1.5 tenths gained, so both drivers up, but PC Bully much more so. PC Bully could even go top here if he brings us over the line, let's see. Over the line, that's a 107.829, second place for PC Bully, and for Sully, it's third place, 107.929, exactly a tenth behind. And just like that, title is back in Sully's hands at the moment. Of course, we're only qualifying, it's very early to say that. But for now, advantage Sully.
Less than 5 tenths separates our top 9 at the moment.
Yeah, Brazil is a crazy close track, always. DC Viral does not improve, he's 2 seconds down in his previous best. At the moment, I don't think anybody's in the hotline, unless DC Viral just started another one. He did. Gabri also on another lap now. Currently in P5, his championship rivals in P2 and P3. Improvement needed from Gabri. He's got an Aston Martin right behind him. Gabri up by almost 3 tenths.
Finding a lot of time. And he's just ahead of Gabri at the moment. On track, that is. And then.
He goes back to the pit lane. For Gabri though, it's gonna be a 107.724, that's P1 for the moment, but Kuku up by 93,000 in the first sector. Sean is back out on track. And he's down by 1.5 seconds, no improvement from Sean.
Because like he was 3.5 tenths up.
Also surprised he pit, yeah. That would have been, if he's 3.5 tenths up, he would have been on pole now.
Yeah.
Or close to it, I think. Wait. Yeah, he would have been on
About
pole
it.
if he was carrying the 3.5 tenths to the line. So, Kuko, he's coming up the line as well. Currently second place, right behind Gabri, 11 thousandths of a second. Of course, not in any sort of title fight, but he wants his race win nonetheless. 107.575. And Kuko is back on pole position. Dylan is up by 2 tenths in the middle sector. Currently running in 9th, of course. There is still a mathematical chance in the Constructors' Championship that it goes in favor of Ferrari. They are 38 points behind Aston Martin. So essentially what they need is a 1-2 for Ferrari and a double DNF for Aston Martin. Dylan goes third fastest. Dylan reserving for Edwin today. So on the last day of the season, Sully with a different teammate than usual. But I think I mean, both reserves right now right up there. We've got Kuko in the Haas on pole position and Dylan in the Aston Martin on third. Just clicking through, trying to find who's closest to finishing a lap here. And I think Sean is just coming up the line. Flavor's jumping into 6th place there, 107.940. 5 tenths improvement from Sean. What a lap this has been. He's no longer in title contention. He dropped out last week, but as he goes down to the line, Sean will. He still wants to put a stamp on the season and end it in the right way. Goes second fastest. PC will be on a lap now. So is Sully. 2 minutes left to go. Gabri coming out of the pit lane now. He's left it quite late. He should get to the line in time. It's a very short track. PC really up by 10 thousandths of a second. Sully up by 33 thousandths of a second. But they need to gain massive times to gain the pole position from Kuko here. Dylan retiring in the pit lane. No improvement coming from him. It started raining! It's raining!
It is.
Rain coming down right at the end of qualifying, and now it's going to be a lot more difficult for everyone to improve.
Gabri's only set on his outlap.
PC really up by 3 thousandths of a second after the middle sector. What about Sully? Up by 63 thousandths. And up to the line for PC Wooly. The final lap in the session. He's going to put in a 107.891. Does not improve and stays 5th fastest. What about Sully? Can he improve? Can he dislodge PC Wooly off of 5th place? He cannot. The rain cost him crucial thousands. And DC Rival, he will very much regret abandoning that lap earlier. Because now it started raining and he's not going to really be able to improve. Phantom Fox with his one and only lap of the session here, right at the end in the rain. And he comes over the line with a 108.576, that's only good enough for P13. Gabri's on his lap as well now, but the rain is looking pretty intense at this point. Of course, nowhere near intermediates or anything like that. But bad enough that he's not going to be able to improve, and that also could have been an absolute airplane crash right there. As I think he was coming up behind the Sauber of DC Rival who retired on track, which is exactly why you should not be doing that. But thankfully for Gabri was able to avoid it. Dozeslov, Owais and Phantom Fox going what they are down on their times, yeah, and Gabri backing out. That is qualifying done. The rain right at the end coming down and ruining everyone's plans. That could be an early sign of what's to happen in the race. At the moment, the title would go in favor of Sully with this. He's going 8 while Gabri's going... No! Would go in favor of Gabri with this. He's going 15, Sully is going 8. Oh, he's 8 behind. So yeah, Sully currently wins by 1 point. I'm so bad at math, this is crazy.
You had me questioning my math.
I forgot he's 8 behind, not 7. I thought for some reason that it's 7.
Billy Phoenix.
But our Season 14 champion on the final race of Season 15 is on pole position. Kuko, 107.575. He's finally back in full force. And where he should be, I would say, on pole position, right up there. And right behind him is Sean, with a 107.656. Not someone we usually see right up there in qualifying. But today he's had a very strong qualifying session. And then it's Gabri in 3rd place, 107.724. Dylan in 4th, 107.798, reserving for Aston Martin. Pisivoli in 5th position, 107.829, followed by Sully exactly a 10th behind that in P6. Flavors in a very strong 7th position, 107.940. Aussie 3, 107.972. Last one, the 107th in P8, followed by his teammate Viral, right behind him in P9. Bazooka rounding out the top 10 with Desi in 11th, then Lanky Brown and Phantom Fox, the two Alpines in 12th and 13th. Always in 14th and Pix in 15th with Action Rig in last position. 16th place on the grid.
It's very bright right now, but I don't think we're going to see that in about 20 minutes time.
Yeah, this looks very much like a calm before the storm sort of situation. I'll monitor the chat, see what the rain is looking like. Of course, we get a new weather report for the race, which is a bit more accurate. The qualifying one is very approximate. But I mean, given the high percentage of rain, I'm very, very certain the rain will come. It's just about when and like how much will be. But I think it's like almost impossible that we don't get any rain from here.
And that's just what you want in a title decider. Carnage. Something to spice it up. Give them something to think about.
There will be plenty to think about today. I mean, a 3-way title battle. 36 laps around Interlagos. One of the most iconic locations for Formula 1 and has had so many title deciders over the years, so many great ones. I mean, remember 2008, 2012, 2007, even 2006. So many good title deciders, season finales around this track. Also, of course, in the virtual world we've had the Division 1 title decider last week. We've had Division 2 title decider in season 14 last season here. And we've got one more coming in to that list with the Season 15 title decider in Division 2. We're ready.
Who do you think takes the crown?
I'm gonna predict Sully. With the advantage he has, he should be able to bring it home. But here we go. 5 red lights, Kuko on the left hand side, Sean on the right, and it's lights out, and away we go. And Sean with a good start is on the inside of Kuko. He's gonna look up the inside for turn 1. Kuko though clears him on the braking zone. And that's Kuko leading the race. Pisivoli and Sully immediately battling side by side. They're both on hard compound tires in this knee. Pisivoli counts it on top, down towards the second DRS train after the center S. And they're all squabbling. Flavors as well, looking for a gap in behind. They're moving all over the place. But it all stays clean in the end. Gabri has lost the place off the start to Dylan. He's down to 4th place. And now we have the 3 title contenders right behind each other. Gabri, Pisivoli, Sully. But Flavors, he is looking at the back of Sully. He has a little look up the inside, gets front wing damage with that though, as he taps Sully on the back. And unfortunately for him, that's gonna affect him majorly for the rest of the stint. Which, seeing the amount of hard tires, I think it's gonna be quite a long stint until the rain comes down.
Sent it on him already.
Yeah, I mean, Viral needs to get past now with the damage that Flavors has just picked up. And Viral also has damage. Front wing damage for both Flavors and Viral here on the opening lap. It's hard tires for Gabri, Pisivoli and Sully. They've all gone for the same strategy here. The top 3, Kuko, Sean and Dylan, all on mediums. That explains how Dylan got past Gabri so quickly. Simply a massive tire advantage over off the line if you're on mediums compared to the hards. But of course this does guarantee that Gabri, Pisivoli and Sully will be able to go until the rain does come down. Pisivoli having a look up the outside, but simply too far away for a move. Dylan though with a battle against Sean here, as they go down, or up to the hill I should say. But Sean does pull back ahead, he's able to hold on to P2 for a little while longer at least. Dylan looking very racing though, they almost had Gabri off the DRS range there until they started battling. But now he's right back in. Oh easy, he's dropping back further away once again. Needs to put his foot down to stay in that DRS range, otherwise he'll be very vulnerable to Pisivoli. And of course for Sully this would actually be quite good if they lose DRS range, because the further back these 3 are, as long as they're all together, that's good for him. because there's less points to be had towards the back end of the points. And of course that means he needs to be more positioned away from Gary for Gary to win here. But all of that is relevant. Gary has been able to hold on to the DRS range. PCWally practically pushing into the center S, but it's just not quite possible to make a move at the moment. Using some all-take now, he's thinking about it for sure. But Gabri is doing just about enough to hold on to P4. At the moment, that is 12 points for Gabri, 10 for PCWally, 8 for Sully. Sully would be champion, despite running in 6th place. The advantage he's built over the season coming in handy now, but he's almost dropping DRS range to PCWally now. And that could be, yeah, a massive loss for him if he can't hold on to that. And all of a sudden he'd be under big pressure from behind from both Flayers and Viral, who have damage. Of course they have mediums, but still they should not be able to put Sully under as much pressure as they're doing right now, as he is struggling to stay with PCWally. At the front,
good next corner here.
Kuko is still in control of the race. Sully has been able to hold on to the DRS. Just about. But he needs to be very careful. Yeah, well, he literally 1,000 away from dropping out, I think he was. So at 0.99 I think it said when he crossed the detection point. Fast lap from PCWally, he's definitely putting the foot down to try and get away from Sully. And I think maybe... No, Sully has got it once again. But he's so low on ERS, PCWally still has plenty. If PCWally doesn't get, like, held up behind Gabri, this could be the lap that Sully drops down, as Viral makes a move on Flavors, going up into 7th. Kuko is still in complete control of the race, no indication really that Sean is gonna go for any sort of move here.
Surely Gabri can see the gap between PCWally and Sully and know. And if
yeah, but he himself is still ahead of him, he can't push cleanly either. So it seems that Sully is getting lucky here to stay in the DRS range. I mean, it definitely was not him like managing anything, because he was very low in ERS. He was trying everything to stay in there. But he just about made it work. We still have sunny skies, so the rain is very, very far away. But we know it's coming, and here comes PCWally as well. Look at that, he's very close in behind Gabri, but still not quite going for the move. Seems very happy to just be patient here, as we get a fastest lap from DC Viral. Certainly not in any sort of rush to make a move on Gabri happen. He's playing the long game. Of course, he knows, with a 15-point deficit to Sully, even if he does win this race, that would not really secure him much. He needs to hope for some chaos and needs to stay out of said chaos. So it could be a smart move for him to play it safe, so that if anything does happen, he'll be right there to take the championship. And just as I say that, look at Sully. 1.1 seconds away. This could be the lap that the top 5 break away from the rest of the field. Unless Sully, if for some reason he's down in non-ERS mode through here, he really should be using some ERS right now to stay with them. Now he's burning the overtake mode, but I think it might be too late. Oh, he's just about gained a bit into the final corner, I think. He's gotten the DRS one more time.
Oh, the skin of his teeth that time.
Yeah, but he's playing with fire here. I mean, because once you do out of DRS, you lose so much time. I mean, this track, there's not many corners in between the DRS zones, so if you lose the DRS, you lose time. Every, to DRS because the end 30.
No DRS.
Yep, now it's happened. He's lost the DRS zone. As we see Sean finally making the move on Kuko, he takes the lead of the race.
It's like a literal train carriage.
And now the top 5 will keep extending that gap to Sully in 6th, sorry. And for PCWally and Gabri, this is absolutely perfect. And all of a sudden, this helps them massively. Of course, they are gonna be on a much better tire than Dylan, Kuko, and Sean later on. So even though they're currently running in 4th and 5th, they are in a very good spot to be 1-2 later on. And with Sully still trying to get back in the DRS range. He needs to try everything right now before they get out of range. And he's had a massive OC moment! And he's lost about a second, and that will be so crucial.
Now you get pressure from DC Viral.
Yep, here comes Viral. And also Kuko for the lead of the race. We've got Gabri going for the move on Dylan up into P3. down the inside of the center S, but Dylan fights back with absolutely everything he has and holds on to P3. And now PC Willy has a run on Gabri. Sully did get passed by Ravel as well in the end, but he might come back at him down the hill. Yes, he will up the inside. Sully reclaiming 6th place. But that little Austin moment he had, it doesn't look like much, but that 1 second he just lost, that will now compound for the rest of the race into, what, about half a second a lap, I would say, of DRS that he's missing out on. Oh well, the DRS alone I think gains you more than that, just he does gain back in the corners but not having to be driving behind people. But for sure he will be much slower without the DRS than these guys up ahead. So he needs to hope that somehow he can get that gap closed again. Will be a very tough thing to do. The rain should help him with that, of course. The DRS will be disabled, so he needs to hope that that rain comes sooner rather than later, so it's more about pure pace again than about being in a DRS train. And Sully's issue also, he can't really work together with Ravel and Flavors. They have damage. They would only be holding him up if he tries to work together with them. So he needs to do it all on his own here. No DRS assistance or DRS swapping possible, really. If the other drivers have wing damage, they will just be too slow in the middle sector and you'll lose time behind them rather than gaining when you let them through and recharge ERS behind them. And then Rio will take on the next DRS straight. Of course, that's how you usually do it. And Flavors with the 3-second time penalty. What you usually do in a situation like this is the driver in the lead of the train, every DRS zone just goes to the inside, turns the ERS to none. That's the guy in P2 through, and next DRS straight do the same thing and just keep doing that. And you gain time that way, you save ERS, you can burn somewhere else, and that way you can try and close the gap to the train ahead once again.
If only it was that easy to execute.
It is that easy to execute, you all just are being idiots all the time.
It is now officially very cloudy.
Yeah. Pretty much, like, I feel like I could have snapped my
Ago,
fingers.
it was still sunny.
Yeah, it's gone instantly. We have PC, Willy and Gabri side by side on the Wednesday, but look at how the Gabri just pulled away. Gabri left him for dead
PC
at
Willy
the end of that
was in
straight.
no ERS towards the end of that straight.
Did you turn off the... I was wondering if maybe Gabri had like way lower wings. And PC Willy ran rest up. Viral with a 3-second time penalty. Phantom Fox is already up into P8, and with the penalty of Viral he'll be up into P7. Quite a good comeback from him already. I've not been watching in the back end of the field like at all this race. Been very focused on the...
Phantom Fox purposely just bad qualifying to have these kind of races.
Well, he just literally can't do qualifying most of the time. I think that's the issue.
Yeah, tactical from him. He just wants the comeback drives.
The gap from Sully to PC now at 3 seconds, it keeps opening up. And for PC Willy, I mean, he's only 7 points behind Gabri. If he wins this race, that's all he needs to do now. It's in his control.
Yeah, as it stands, it's just win and you're champion from either of Gabri and PC Willy now.
For Gabri, even a P2 would be enough from here. As long as PC Willy isn't the one in P1.
Yes, well, he could be the one in P1 if Gabri got fastest lap.
True. As Viral makes a move on Sully. So yeah, the DS, despite the wing damage, is so powerful that Viral is still faster than Sully. But yeah, Sully is going to immediately come back at him. He cannot afford to be stuck behind the middle sector.
Takes the lead.
And Sully back into P6.
Very routine passes at the moment.
Yeah, no one really going for anything crazy, which makes sense. You know the rain is about to come, you don't want to throw your race away just before the rain.
Oh,
a bit of a moan for Kuko. Worth mentioning as well, at the moment Sully will be double second behind Dylan.
That is true.
And if the rain comes down, of course, they might have to pit on the same lap. And that will cause Sully a further time loss. We are also getting close to the stage where the mediums should be slower than the hards, I would say, as Gabri goes for a move on the outside of Dylan. They're side by side into turn 1. Dylan goes a bit late on the brakes, almost sent Sean into a spin. Gabri with a bad exit, cannot get past Dylan, is out of ERS now, and here comes PC Willy with lots of ERS. To the outside of Gabri. Side by side, Ossie's out of the race, he's in a crash coming out to center S, and Gabby with an Aussie
Gabby's
moment
had a
as
big
well.
moment,
Gabby is
Gabby's had a
off!
huge moment.
He's caught it, I don't think he has damage, but he has also lost DRS range now. Yes, he has. And doing all of that, Aussie, I shortly mentioned him, but we couldn't see what happened to him in the end. He crashed on the exit of center S, I don't know how that happened.
Surprised no stage car's being brought of it.
Desi's
Well,
also
he
around
is,
in the middle sector.
And Dylan's had a moment himself. He's now lost DRS.
Yes, what is happening at the front? It's all falling apart here. All of a sudden, Sully is almost in DRS range to Gabri. And now PC really looks like the favourite for the championship. At the moment, it's still going in Sully's favour, I believe. Yes. But,
Yeah.
if PC really makes 2 more overtakes, all of a sudden, it will be his championship. And the rain is here! It has started to
Ooh.
rain. 12 laps into the race, which is very good timing for the medium runners. They would have to pit around lap 14, I think, on a normal pit stop window. As Gabri has caught up back to Dylan. Ooh, why is he going so slowly? He was, what, like a second ahead of Gabri a lap ago? And immediately, Gabri just starts flying past him.
Yeah. Sully's now just a tenth off DRS here.
And look at the top 3. So close together. Kuko, Sean, and PC Winnie.
These pit stops will be race defining now. It's about who can pit
Dylan needs to let Sully past, really. To avoid double stack. If Dylan is gonna be wanting to be a good teammate here. Of course, he is a reserve. He's not normally Sully's teammate. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, Sully needs to try and get past him before the rain is heavy enough to force a pit stop. Because he really doesn't want to lose like 3 seconds in the pit lane with a double stack. Sean with a move on Kuko. Presumably not following. Oh, sorry, not following through. Presumably. Jesus Christ. I've drunk too much cola. Presumably. Looking quite slow on the straights, I would say. He's definitely running a wet up. I mean, even with the DRS, he's not gaining much on Sean right now. I feel like he's got some very high wings in the car. Gabi fighting Dylan for 4th still. Now PC will do the run on Sean. He's gonna go round the outside, up the hill here. That would be an absolutely beautiful move, and he has pulled it off, it seems. Sean trying to come back at him, picks the crash, coming out to center S. Sean on the inside and make a bit of contact, bang wheels. PC really has an awesome moment, but is back up the inside. They are side by side throughout the entire middle sector here, and finally Sean pulls ahead. A beautiful battle.
And in the meantime, Sully got past Dylan.
Crucial for him as well. The rain is getting pretty intense. I don't think we're quite in intermediate conditions yet, but by next lap it might be time. The air is still enabled, we'll see. Does anyone pit just yet? I don't think so. Kuku's out, yeah, the top 3 are all staying out. It doesn't look quite well enough at the moment. As PC really makes a move around the outside into the center S. And there he goes, up into 2nd place. Sully with a move on Gabri, up into 4th place. And with that, he would be in position to win the championship even if PC really wins the race now. So PC really needs to know that exactly what's about to happen happens. Gabri reclaims 4th place. PC really needs Sully to finish 5th or lower if he wins the race. So at the moment, Gabri is helping PC really. Kuko looking really slow up the hill here. Is PC really gonna send one up the inside? No, he's being patient, he's being smart. He knows there's nothing to gain by going for an all-or-nothing dive bomb here. It's way too early for that. Still over halfway of the race to go. We've already lost 1 car in Aussie. And Kuko is so slidey. Coming down the hill there. And now going back up it. We'll see if anyone enters the pit lane this lap. I think it could be
surprised.
time. We'll see. PC really with a move up the inside of Kuko. They're both staying out. And PC really takes lead of the race. And with that, the championship lead as well. Gabri's in!
He's
Early
the only
pit stop
one
from
viral in.
Sully's main rival. And Viral also in.
Flavor's interesting line into the pit lane.
I didn't see it.
I think Desi was going to go into the pits and didn't, because when I went on board he was kind of like not the correct speed he should be at.
So, Ferrari bringing Gabri in. as early as possible, and now we can see if that's gonna work out for him. Is it wet enough for intermediates yet? He's gonna come out just ahead of Action Rig here. And he's 7.3 behind Desi. Keep an eye on that gap. Is that gap gonna come down or increase? Oh, it's coming down quickly. Quickly!
But Desi's also losing to OY a lot.
Gap to
And
leader.
Desi's
23.8. 23.8. 23.9. 23.9. 23.6. 23.5. 23.5. 23.4. The intermediate's time to be on. It's faster. And look at PCV, he's 2 seconds ahead of Kukyo. He's flying! And they're staying out!
at the front.
They don't know. They can't see the gap to Gabri, of course. They have no idea. Sully has an idea. Thunderfox is in, Bazooka is in. But the leaders, they don't know yet. Lanky Brown speeding the pit lane. And I think they've stayed out 1 lap too long, the leaders have.
So Sully and Gabri were like side by side, more or less.
Yeah, and Gabri was gaining crazy time. Look at this! He's so far ahead! He's gained
Gabri
so
could
much time.
honestly take the lead from this.
Gabri with an absolutely amazing strategy. I've been telling him all season his strategies are shit and letting him down. DH is disabled, and look at this! He's come out, that's like... Yeah, 4.5 seconds ahead of Sully. 4 seconds ahead of Sully. He's gained 4 seconds in 1 lap, and he still has 1 more lap to go with an undercut on Dylan, on Sean, on Kukyo, and on PCV. And this could catapult him into the lead. The problem for him is that Sully is currently running in P3 of the Inters, and I think he might come out ahead of PCV, Kuku, Sean, and Dylan, who have definitely screwed themselves by staying out a lap too long, well, 2 laps too long, really. And they should 100% come in now. They have to. Yeah, PCV is in. And he's being so cautious in the pit entry. Kukyo's in. So Sean.
He's gonna speed.
Kukyo's gonna speed, yes!
I saw as soon as I went on board, he was not slowing down in time.
Yeah, I was on board with Sean, even I thought, like, that looks a bit fast. So, PCV, of course, on the intermediates. Where is he gonna come out? Here comes Gabri, he will be in the lead of the race. Gabri with an absolutely amazing strategy call. Should be ahead of PCV, but it's close. PCV actually has done an amazing job on those dry compound tires to still come out in P2 and not too far behind Gabri. And right now, our 3 championship leaders are 1, 2 and 3. Gabri leading PCV, leading Sully, and this would mean a championship for Gabri as we are almost halfway into the race. What Sully needs to hope now is that PCV can go and overtake Gabri for the race win. Picks with a crash on the main straight. Interesting.
What's worth mentioning is Viral has the fastest lap. No one's gonna change that.
Yeah, from here on out, the fastest lap is, unless it goes back to dry, which I don't think it will be Viral's, and no one will take it away from him. So we can...
So we can rule out certain implications here.
I mean... It's technically possible, I suppose, but if someone does pull a lap faster than 110 in the rain, I think I'll ban him for cheating, so... We move. PCV is getting closer to Gabri though. So yeah, what Sully needs, as I said, is for PCV to overtake Gabri, and then he would be back in the championship lead. Right now, Gabri wins by 2 points over Sully. If PCV takes the lead, Sully is back ahead of Gabri. And PCV of course needs to gain 15 on Sully. Currently, if he were to gain, if he had to win with Sully finishing third, he'd only gain 10. And Sully is not gaining, in fact he's losing on Gabri and PCV. He does not have the same pace in the wet, it seems. But that might not even matter, he just needs to hold on to P3. But of course, if he wants to have it in his own hands, he needs to go after these guys and catch them himself. Otherwise he has to hope that PCV wins this race and not Gabri. Of course, there could be more twists in this race. We had people saying 90% chance of rain, which would indicate very heavy rain. So we might still be going to full wets, which on this game are quite bad. So that will also be quite interesting to then see whether people stick to the inters or go for the full wets and what the better choice will be. But of course, Sully is not safe from behind either. He's got Rival and Sean not too far behind him. And the same goes for Kukyo. I mean, Kukyo, he was leading this race for so long, then he got a speeding penalty, and he stopped to 5th after the pit stops. With the wrong pit stop strategy. It really has thrown the race upside down. And PCOD for sure looks faster than Gabri right now, which if you're Sully, is very good news, and also if you're PCOD is very good news. If you're Gabri, worst possible news you can hear at the moment, but well, just look at it. PCOD is all over him. Of course, no DRS anymore, it will make it a lot more difficult to make the move happen. But on a track like Brazil, it's still far from impossible. It's very wide, the straights are long. And with the rain coming down, we've got Sean with a mistake! I was about to say, all it takes is one mistake, there we go, and Sean is in the grass. That puts a lot of pressure off Sully, as the two cars right behind now with penalties, and here comes PCOD with overtake mode enabled. He's looking for a move. Into the center is Gabri covering the inside. PCOD goes to the outside, all the way to the outside, but not quite.
Nothing doing.
Gabri holds on, but can he hold on for another 16 laps? Is that possible, or is PCOD's advantage too strong? Gabri once again covering the inside. PCOD not going for any sort of move this time around. And Sully in the background, you can just see him coming out of the rain there. He is looking at this and he's thinking, please, crash, please, something happen. Van der Fox breathing down Kukyo's neck here for P5.
Oh.
I'm trying to move for the lead! Oh, we've not. PCOD is looking for a move up the inside.
On the inside.
Gabri leaves him so much room, but he doesn't get punished for it. PCOD once again trying it around the outside. What a move!
He's desperate.
And he's made it. I think he's made it work. Yes, yes. PCOD in the lead of the race.
Wow.
And we've
Yellow
got
flag. DC Ball round.
yes, it's right around as well. And PCOD takes lead of the race, and Sully is back in championship lead with 16 laps to go. Gabri needs to try everything to get back at PCOD here. Can he find some pace?
So is PCOD though.
And look at the overspeed on Gabri, Smith, send it up the inside, surely into the center. There comes Gabri, up the inside, late on the brakes. Gets to the apex first and he's back ahead in the lead, and Gabri is back in championship lead. Kukyo in the pit lane. What a battle this is. And PCOD now coming back at Gabri down towards turn 4. But not quite the run he needs. Gabri, he's been in Division 2 for so long and he's always been up there in these title fights. He's never been able to quite bring it home. Could today be his day? PCOD got past. We thought it was over like that because PCOD has been seeming so much faster. Once again he looks around the outside. But no, nothing doing. Gabri with a better exit. Pulls clear once again, but look at the ERS on PCOD. He can save so much. He goes through the grass. Lose a bit of traction.
Oh, that big
Gabri has a bit of breathing room now. He can conserve some ERS while PCOD is a bit further behind. Sully 5 seconds back from these guys. Van der Fox gaining on Sully. No! Look at the front wing on Van der Fox. Well, look at where it isn't really, but he's still gaining on Sully despite that. Even though he has like no front wing. And he stays out, not pitting despite the massive damage he has. And of course Dylan is going to just take that position easily. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Look at the unders here on Van der Fox, Jesus. And now Dylan is the one chasing after Sully.
And that's what PC really needs.
He needs Sully finishing 5th or lower. Yeah, he needs Dylan, Phantom and Sean, well, 2 of them, to catch and overtake Sully. So that if he makes this move on Gabri work, once again he has to look around the outside in the same place. If he pulls it off and keeps the position...
In the character there.
Yeah, PCOD is definitely on a wet snap. I mean, look at the grip he has to the middle sector, and then you saw how quickly Gabri came back at him after he got overtaken. I think this is very much a situation of low versus high wings. But the track is getting wetter and wetter, and that will play in favor of Piscivoli. The more rain we have, the more his high downforce will matter. But you can tell, I mean, he's in his slipstream and he's not gaining whatsoever. Of course, Gabri's burning some oil take, but so is Piscivoli. And Gabri holds on to the lead once again. 13 laps to go. The gap to the cars behind increasing more and more. These two are in a world of their own in terms of pace right now.
And it was the exact same in Imola, funnily enough. It was these two, clear of Sully in P3.
Yeah, but this time around there's no DRS. Piscivoli needs to make it happen the old-fashioned way. And what a battle this is. I'm so glad that we have a wet race. I mean, imagine this battle in the dry. It'd be so boring. Just DRS passes.
DRS passes.
Oh, Piscivoli! Dips a tire in the grass and they're braking. Gabri once again with a bit of breathing room. But that could have been, yeah, race over. He got quite lucky there to be able to catch that still. But the gap from Sully to Dylan is shrinking so quickly.
As much as Gabri wants Piscivoli to not be there, he needs him in between himself and Sully.
Yeah, he can't just kill Piscivoli and also lose him the championship.
Like, if Piscivoli wins it, that's game over for Gabri.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, yeah, true. Gabri has to leave Piscivoli some extra room because he needs him there, but he needs to also be aggressive enough to keep him behind. It's a very bad situation for Gabri to be in. But right now he's holding on beautifully. But I mean, the rain is getting more and more intense.
2/3 of the way through the race, though.
Yeah, only 12 laps to go, which, well, that actually is a lot more than it sounds like when I say only. I mean, that's essentially 24 DRS straights, which are, well, 24 long straight, say it like that. It's no DRS anymore.
Those corners
could be looking at heavyweights, honestly. But they are so bad on this game, which is quite realistic, that usually after, like, they'll be faster for like 2 or 3 laps and then the Inters will be faster again.
Because in the grass again.
The track has been dried out, yeah. Look at the gap is opening up. Sully has no pace right now. Dylan is gaining on him at a rate of knots.
Yeah.
Strongman with the move on rival moves back up to 6th. And Piscivoli, he sees the gap from Sully to Dylan and he's hoping that that continues because Sully, he's got no confidence in the car right now. Oh, Piscivoli is so close behind Gabri, but is he gonna have the run down towards the center S? He needs to try at some point to descend it. Gabri is covering the inside, Piscivoli looks to the outside. But it's not possible. Gabri is doing such a good job of holding on to this position.
It's beautiful car placement.
This is a masterclass in defensive driving from Gabri.
And he still has to do it for another 11 laps. And the option shown very close.
And Sully sitting back there in 3rd place, knowing there is nothing he can do. It's simply too far behind. Doesn't have the pace. If anything, he needs to hope he can hold on to at least 4th place, so that if Piscivoli does take the win, he still wins the championship. Because it looks like Dylan is going to be all over him. Phantom Fox is a bit further behind, so he could be lucky in that sense. And once again,
there is a scenario,
with a bit of a moment. Piscivoli does he have a run once again? I'm sorry for interrupting you, it's just this battle.
Okay.
It never ends.
We can come back to it.
Piscivoli looking to the outside one more time. And switches to the inside center and the brakes! But no, it's not possible. Oh, that could have been the moment. He tried something different for the first time. He's been going around the outside for so long. Gabri had him figured out. He tried to the inside, but even that Gabri was able to hold on. But now he has a run again to the outside. They're fully side by side, but Gabri brakes later and once again holds on to the lead.
But we know PC really likes this next couple of corners.
Oh, here he comes up the outside again. Oh, he's gonna try it clean around the outside. Is that possible? He's all the way sideways. He catches it and he's in lead. But Gabri back up the inside. They're gonna be side by side. What a battle is this!
Whoa.
Beautiful stuff! Piscivoli on the inside line, he's got more traction and
I
he
think he's
takes
gonna
the
get it
race.
here.
Gabri is almost
Oh,
round!
Gabri!
And now Piscivoli is well clear, but he makes a mistake as well. And now Gabri's right back
Oh
on
my
him.
gosh.
But Piscivoli, look at how much more traction he has. Piscivoli's gone. Piscivoli could be gone, but can Gabri come back at him up the hill? We saw him do it earlier. Can he do it one more time? Bit of a moment. Another
That's
moment.
good.
No, Piscivoli is gone. Piscivoli is gone. Gabri's done so well to hold on. But now, can Piscivoli use his pace to get away? Does he have the pace to get away? We've been seeing him following Gabri really closely, and it looked like he's been faster. As Dylan makes a move on
Dylan's
Sully.
ahead of Sully.
But they are gaining on Phantom Fox, I think. So Sully is still safe in 4th place.
Yeah, just something to, like, stir the pot slightly. If Phantom Fox was to catch and overtake, all 3 of them would be tied. And PC Willie would win.
Oh my
countback.
god! That would be insane. A 3-way tie. Phantom Fox, put your foot down already.
Because, of course, Gabri being 7 behind PC Willie, and then a further 8 to Sully.
Yeah, if Sully finishes 5th in this... yeah. If Sully gets 1 more place, or loses 1 more place, while everything else stays the same, it would indeed be a 3-way tie with BC really taking the championship on countback. That would be one hell of a moment in F1 Natal history. But right now, Sully wins the championship by
just
2 points ahead of Piscivoli, who's tied on points of Gabri. Bazooka with a move on Sean. Bazooka could become crucial because he's looking quick. And Viral also with a move on Sean. Sean is dropping back. Yellow flags for Flavors.
Pass.
He's round, but he's gotten going again. No safety car coming out, which is very good
Imagine a
news
safety car.
for PC Willy. And if there's a safety car now, I think someone might throw a head to the wall.
The thing is, Gabri needs one, but also doesn't want one.
The thing,
brings Sully right back into it.
yeah, because Gabri's not going to get back to PC Willy on pace. I mean, he's doing a good job to stay with him, but you can tell PC Willy has a wet still up and he does not, and it's hurting him. Like the same thing that helped him hold on to the position as long as he did, is now hurting him because he cannot stay close to PC Willy. He just doesn't have the downforce traction in the middle sector here that PC Willy has. And especially with the rain getting more and more intense, what is he gonna do about it? He cannot get back to him, it seems. Yellow flags once again for Flavors. Come around in turn 1 and lost a good chunk of his front wing. But he's gotten going again. Unfortunate for Flavors, that is, I think, his chance of
Gabri's
points.
lost it!
Oh!
He's kept it going, but that's him completely out of the equation for the lead, if there even was an equation for it.
Yeah, he was over a second back, now he's 3.5 back, with 6 laps to go. Sully's got 5 seconds of Vanden Fox and the gap is consistent. At the moment, Sully is doing enough.
Phantom Fox.
But Bazooka is looking so quick. He could become the crucial decider here. If he can get past Phantom Fox and get after
He
Sully.
could be like reverse Glock.
Because he's been looking quick, seriously. Like, he got past Sean, he got past Viral, he's now right in the back of Phantom Fox. But of course, it is quite a big gap to Sully. It's 5 seconds in 6 laps, if you pass Phantom Fox next lap. But yeah, I mean, look at Bazooka is practically pushing him through here. 3-second penalty for Flavors. And now, Gabri definitely needs a safety car, because he needs to just get... I think if there was a safety car... Oh no! And that's done. It's done.
Oh my god.
Gabri has gotten a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Piscivoli is 4 seconds ahead. Sully is still running in 4th place.
Had 2 warnings.
And Bazooka... Is he gonna have to run? Phantom Fox? Phantom Fox is doing everything he can to hold on to that 5th place, burning all the EAS he has. But Bazooka, is he gonna be able to have a send up the inside? He has a look, but he's not quite close enough. Now switch back
I
to
think he's looking for a
maybe?
better exit here, which he gets.
But he's a bit caught behind them, which can lose the momentum. And now they're both burning overtake and they're tied on speed it seems, and Bazooka has a look, has a send! And Phantom Fox on the outside has... oh! Does get back ahead, but he's off track. That cannot be legal, surely he has to give that back. Bazooka goes back around the outside! What a duel this is for 5th place, and now you can see Phantom Fox also with damage on the right hand side.
Well,
Bazooka to the inside, and he finally clears the Alpine. 6 seconds to Sully.
And 6 laps to go.
And this is what PC really needs. He needs Bazooka to gain 6 seconds. He needs Bazooka to gain a second lap on Sully from here on out, which...
That's
well,
a lot.
look at Sully's ERS, he's chilling! That guy has not touched his ERS in about 20 laps. He is completely calm. Does not give a shit. Oh, he's touching his ERS now, but you get my point. He was on 100%. He is not pushing at all. He is very happy to stay where he is. He's just managing this race.
Let's see how much Bazooka can gain this lap. He has fresh air now.
Yeah, but I think now Sully is starting to burn. Yeah, now Sully is putting the foot on the, but he's burning some overtake. And trying to get clear of Bazooka to just be 100% safe in P4, because he also, of course, knows if he brings the P4 home, he's champion. If he doesn't, he loses to PC Woody. For Gabri, it seems all over. 5 seconds back from PC Woody, who needs to be with a 3-second time penalty.
Well, it's not just that he'd lose the championship. P4 is him as champion, P5 is him in P3.
I don't think gives a fuck if he's P3 or P2, let's be honest here.
But that just shows like how close it is.
Yeah. We've got Kuka making a move on Desi, of course. He made a pit stop a long time ago. He's still not even back in the points.
A wing
yeah.
And to serve 10 seconds.
Yeah, so he's kind of... he was doing really well in the first stint in the dry, holding on to the lead for such a long time after getting a pole position. Battling with Sean, swapping every few laps between each other, but... now he is 12 seconds back from the last points taking position.
You take a big Sully bottle job to lose P5.
Yeah, Bazooka's getting about half a second this lap, which is nowhere near enough. So, going into the last 2 laps, it's looking very good for Sully. On the day, PC was by far the fastest. Gabri did an amazing job as well, but Sully, with the advantage he's built over the season, just like I said before the race, it's just too much to overcome. All he needs to do here is hang on to 4th place. We've got a move from Sean on Phantom Fox, but they make contact. And despite the damage, Phantom Fox hanging on to P6 there. As Sean drops back behind Viral. The Constructor Championship as well, currently going down to Aston Martin, obviously. The 38-point gap they have, not overcome by a P2 and a P5, who would have thought. Three laps to go. Or 4 laps, I should say, sorry. PC really needs a miracle, and Gabri needs intervention from all of the gods. 4.5 seconds from Bazooka to Sully.
Full wet race.
The rain is getting lighter now, it seems. The skies are clearing up a little bit here in Brazil. Still a battle going on over 6th place here between Phantom, Viral, Lanky and Sean. If Phantom hadn't gotten that massive wing damage, he probably would have caught Sully.
Yeah.
You can tell on the right hand side front there's like nothing left there. All the end plates are gone.
Oh, Lanky burns in the grass.
And Sean is now looking to take advantage as he goes up the inside. Fully sideways, and it costs him as Lanky has a better exit and Sean is back behind him. Whoa, and now Sean with a massive moment. Bazooka to Sully 4.5. That gap is just not coming down by enough. PC Woody starting in lap 34. And the top 5 seem all pretty set in their positions. Behind that is a massive fight. Picks the penalty. Phantom still holding on to 6. I mean, also a great defense from Phantom to hold on to as many places he did with that damage he has. Sean now looking to the outside of Lanky Brown to turn 1. But not possible. Ryle with another penalty. He's now up to 6 seconds. Sean with a good run. They make contact though, and Sean is almost. That could have been Sean in the barriers. Holy. I think it's too late for a safety car now. We're too late into the race. Bazooka needs to gain 2 seconds left from here. It does not seem like it's happening. PC Woody, he's done everything he needed to do on the day. But in the end, 15 points on the last day, just a little bit too much to overcome. Lap 35. I will very quickly check that no one has a fuel light or anything. That would be absolute scenes, but yeah, of course, in the rain you save quite a bit of fuel. So yeah, no fuel lights anywhere enabled. They're all fine on fuel. We're not gonna see anyone coming up the hill slowly. You see really lapping Flavors. He has had an amazing race today. The battle with Gabri, absolute insanity, and some of the best racing we've seen all season. And a very fitting end to the season, that was. But it's all kind of gone quiet now. Sean and Lanky Brown are still putting on a show. Sean is fully sideways again! What a duel! And now to the outside Sean goes. Over the grass on braking, but still goes around the outside. Yes! What an overtake! But as I was saying, it's gone a bit quiet near the end. Gabri, after he got overtaken by Pisuli, he made a couple of mistakes, and now, well, he's done so well to hold on for as long as he did. Such a great defense that was. But in the end, also for him, not quite enough as we go all to the last lap of the race. 3.5 seconds between Sully and Bazooka, that's not gonna be possible. And we go around Interlagos one more time for Sully. This will be his crowning lap. He just needs to bring it home around this track one more time. And he will be a Division 2 Drivers World Champion. What a season Sully has had. An almighty title battle has been with Gabri. PC Woody getting involved as well right at the end, out of, well, seemingly nowhere. And another...
Dylan's gonna claim P2 now.
Yeah, he's within 3 seconds of Gabri. True. And another season for the history books in Division 2. We see when he's coming out the final corner. We'll give him this moment as well for the race when he has done an awesome job. He's done everything he could have done on the day. He is winning in dominant fashion now by 8 seconds to Dylan in the end. What a race he has had. The race win for PC, but it will not be enough. Gabri coming over the line in second place. Dylan will take it. Sully though, he's coming up the hill one more time, and now he's home clear for the Drivers World Championship in Season 15 in Division 2. Sully brings home 4th place, and it is just about enough as Bazooka comes home 2 seconds behind, a couple more laps, and maybe Bazooka could have caught him, but none of that matters. Sully is your world champion. Congratulations. What a season, what a fight. Gabri and PC Woody putting up everything they had, but Sully was able to hold on. He brought home the points he needed to on the day, came into the title designer with an advantage through the season that he's built up, and a well-earned championship.
Kuko stuck into the point.
Yeah, he's caught Lanky Brown with the 13 seconds of penalties. Desi coming up in 12th, and then we have Action Rick coming out of the corner the final corner one more time. And that is it. That has been season 15.
I think it personally would have been hilarious if you were calling Sully champion, and then he like minorly cut the like pit lane corner cut and gets 3 seconds, gifting Bazooka P4, losing the championship.
None of that happened in the end. Sully has brought it home. And yeah, what a season. Once again, I'm comparing myself, but this was, in my opinion, the best season we've ever had in Division 2. Drive of the day goes to Phantom Fox. I would give it to PC Willy. He's had an amazing race. Faultless. And there he is, on the podium, celebrating. It wasn't enough, quite, for the championship win. But one hell of a race from PC Willy once again, and he has proven himself here in Division 2 to be one of the best drivers in Division, one of the best drivers in the league. Quite simply. So many races he's missed as well this season. If you do the if you calculate the points per race, he's definitely got the highest average. But that's not how a championship is won. All that matters is what is on the championship standings at the end. And those will say Sully is your season 15 champion, and a very, very deserving one. I mean, I can only repeat myself. The full race results reads PC Willy winning ahead of Dylan by 8.5 seconds. Gabby losing the championship, coming home in 3rd place at the end. Sully, almost 17 seconds behind, but it's enough in P4. Bazooka in P5 with a very good race as well. Sean in 6th, Phantom 7th, Rao with a fast lap in 8th. Always in 9th, and Cookie running on top 10 with Lanky, Desi, Action, Rick Flavors, picks without points. Aussie Dry having DNF'd. And that was it. That was season 15 in F1 Total. No more races for a couple of weeks in the regular league.
Least entertaining Division 2 title.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I cannot put into words the season we've had. Like, so many twists and turns and so many great races, so many great battles. And no, for once, also we're sitting here at the end of a title decider in Division 2. We've not had any sort of controversy. It's been a... I'm sure PC Willy and Gabri are devastated, but it was all fair and square. No one got killed, no one got murdered, nothing happened. Which is, yeah, unfortunately not normal. The last two title deciders have been quite controversial in the end. Well, thank you all so much for being part of Season 15 F1 Total. Thank you for watching, thank you for driving, thank you Jonathan for joining me in the combos box.
No problem.
And, well, we'll be back. We've got a couple of weeks of break now. And then, on the 22nd of February and the 26th of February, in Division 2, 22nd in Division 1, we'll have the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. That will be our next race, our first race of Season 16, which is unreal to say, 16 seasons of F1 Total. I am so proud of how far we've come. Until then, of course, we've got the Nations Cup, which will be starting next week on Wednesday the 12th with Netherlands, Monaco and Silverstone, and then on the 15th on Saturday we'll have Hungary, China and Japan to decide who brings home the the Nations Cup trophy to their nation they're representing. Of course, we also have the esports division running on Sundays at 7 PM UK as always. Next race there will be the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix with a custom weather as well, which will be set to be intermediates, dry, and then full wet. That should be very interesting. Any final words on this race, on this season from you, Jonathan?
Congratulations to Sully. I got to feel bad for Gabri and PC Willy, of course. They drove superb in the races I got to be a part of. Obviously, I wasn't able to see as much this season, but they drove very well this season, but unfortunately wasn't quite enough to get over the line. But I'm sure they'll both be back next season, as they have been, and ready to fight again.
Yeah, I mean, if next season is anything like this, we are in for another absolutely amazing season. I mean, F1 24 might not have been a great game for Codemasters, for the F1 game scene in general, but for us in F1 Total, it has been amazing so far. Both in Division 1 and Division 2, we've had some of the best seasons we've had in years. and I'm so thankful for all of these guys who are still putting up with this game to race with us, and I hope it's been as enjoyable for everyone else as it has been for me. So I would like to thank you all once again for taking part in F1 Trial, for making this possible, for driving, commentating, for watching, the stewarding, the admin work, everything really. It's been an absolute pleasure here in Season 15. Yeah, see you all in a couple of weeks. We'll see if we have a stream for the Nations Cup. Unfortunately, I mean, everyone who would be usually streaming is just going to be driving, so maybe I'll stream my my driver's POV on the F1 Total channel. We'll see how that goes. Of course. Yeah. Anyone interested in joining us for Season 16, for the Nations Cup, for the Esports Division, for whatever, the server link to our Discord server should be on our YouTube channel, should be on our Twitter channel, should be... Well, you can message me on Discord, I'll send it to you, whatever. Yeah, thank you all once again so much for watching today, and I hope you all enjoy your evening. Hope you all enjoy the couple of weeks break until the next race. See you all. Goodbye.